Director says that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and Robert Pattinson's Batman won't meet. Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and parliamentarian Pattinson's Attender will not ever meet on screen. Joker motion picture show director Todd Phillips said during a recent interview that he does not foresee the characters interacting with one another in future movies. No, undoubtedly not, he told Selection once asked regarding the likelihood of the two painting DC characters coming back along. At the Provincial Capital International Fete in the week, Phillips shared additional insight. He reiterated that he doesn't assume Phoenix's Joker exists within the same DC universe as Pattinson's Attender. "I do not see Joker connecting to something within the future," he said. "This is simply a motion picture show. Joker could be a standalone origin story for the character, telling the story of however Arthur Fleck became the Wicked Joker. Wanting ahead, Phillips said his version of Joker is simply one in all the probabilities of storytelling for the renowned soul. In the States, comic books square measure are the bard it appears, and you'll do several versions of Hamlet, Phillips told Selection. There are more Jokers, I'm sure, within the future. Also within the Selection interview, Phoenix disclosed that he was at the start apprehensive regarding enjoying Joker, however within the finish, it clothed to be a career highlight for the three-time Academy Award appointed actor. "I mean honestly, it wasn't a simple call initially," Phoenix said. "I did not King grasp. I didn't, then again there was one thing that was drawing American state toward it. It simply evolved as we tend to worked along. It started changing into one thing over I anticipated, it had been one in all the best experiences of my career." Joker premiered at the City Fete and was shown once more at the Provincial Capital International Fete this week. It premieres in theaters on October 4. As for Pattinson's Attender motion picture show, the Matt Reeves-directed film is scheduled to return to cinemas in 2021. GameSpot's Joker review scored the magazine motion picture show a 10 out of 10. "It would possibly cause you to uncomfortable, and it'll little question stick with you long when the curtains close, nice movies usually do," reviewer Michael Rougeau said. Those trying to find the new Star Trek show that returns the beloved Starfleet Captain Picard to screens were treated to a brand new trailer, below, at Big Apple Comic Con 2019, in addition as confirmation that Star Trek Picard premieres on Gregorian calendar month 23 on CBS All Access. Patrick Stewart offered his appreciated to fans and introduced the new trailer, spoken language, you square measure howling. As you're attending to shortly discover, well perhaps someday next year, a number of you'll have detected that in San Diego many months past that we tend to show a trailer of a number of the work we've been doing. It had been a stunning trailer and it gave the impression to do its job terribly with success. Now, we've another one. It's quite unseen, however in public, you're the primary audience. The trailer started with Picard walking through what appears to be his farm, wherever he has spent his time since Effort Starfleet. He approaches information, UN agency is painting a rather haunting image of a girl during a white dress. Information offers his brush to Picard and asks him if he'd wish to end the piece, however Picard is reluctant and, as he reaches for the comb, flashbacks of an incident quickly cut in and out. The event shows ships firing lasers and, given the tone of the music, can be a traumatic event that Picard intimate within the past. In the next shot, Picard wakes up and greets his dog, Number 1. He wanders around on his farm before being approached by an individual in need, an individual that digs up Picard's past. This results in him returning to Starfleet and imploring the Federation to assist the mysterious girl that has approached him and investigate what's flux round her, however is rejected. It appears Picard takes it upon himself to urge it done, however, as he is shown to be creating a team to travel on a brand new mission. Of course, some members of that team are acquainted to fans, as Picard recruits recent friends in addition as new on his mission. One such friend is William Riker, another Starfleet captain. The two then sit on a dock and share a pleasant moment. Deanna Troi is additionally shown and Picard embraces her warmly. The panel for Picard was created from Hanel Culpepper, executive producer, Kirsten Bayer, supervising producer, Heather Caden, executive producer, Akiva Goldsman, executive producer, Michael Chabon, executive producer, Alex Kurtzman, executive producer. Representing the solid was St. Patrick Stewart, Picard, Isa Briones, DAHJ, Santiago Cabrera, Chris Rios, Michelle Hurd, Raffi, Allison Phil, Dr. Jurati, Harry Treadway, Narek, and Evan Evagora, Elnor. We're doing our greatest to not fail it, that I feel we've done as good as, same Goldsman. You're enclosed by plenty of individuals UN agency love Star Trek and love Captain Picard. It went from job to chance, and we're pretty blessed. The panelists went on to recount however the series occurred. In keeping with Kurtzman, it all started as a brief trek, one in all the mini-stories that explore specific characters. I referred to as Stewart's agent and asked to line up a gathering, knowing he in all probability did not wish to bring him back. We tend to pitched him and he same it had been pretty, but no we tend to walked out and same well, we tend to gave it our greatest shot. In keeping with Goldsman, they said to not push any however Stewart reached back out having browse a document written by Short Trek's Chabon. A massive concern was St. Patrick didn't wish it to be a TNG reunion show, same Caden. We solely brought individuals back if their story extremely mattered. We tend to offer them one thing important to try to two, and every of them has one thing crucial to inform. The manner Tilly is as a brand new character in Discovery, that's the manner Issa's character are during this show. Goldsman continued, we needed it to be a time period follow-up to wherever last we tend to saw Picard in Nemesis. We tend to needed the following time that has passed for North American nation, conjointly pass for Jean-Luc. We all know just about everything that happened in those 20 years. St. Patrick is that the singular skilled on Picard found his manner there. Chabon was approached to try to a brief film, which might find yourself being the primary spherical of short treks. He loved Discovery and United, and over time this project evolved. I've lived in these creative worlds since I used to be 10 years recent, he said. From that moment, I've ne'er stopped living in these creative worlds. All my books have a hidden Star Trek reference. It comes terribly naturally to assume in terms of Star Trek. Isa Briones provided additional color for the character DAHJ. When DAHJ and Picard first meet, it's this extremely special moment of two lost souls during a manor colliding during this crazy circumstance born out of tragedy, and starts with American state posing for facilitate. However, we tend to facilitate one another. Difficult could be a sensible word. I am unable to say a lot of, however I'm seeking facilitate due to a atrocious tragedy that I actually have simply felt, and that I feel I actually have to raise Picard for facilitate. Santiago's character Rios, meanwhile, is ex-Starfleet. We're style of a band of misfits, a motley crew, he explained. He comes on board and lots of things turn up, totally different relationships kick off of it. The items all begin to return along. Raffi, UN agency as Vi by Michelle Hurd, is another character that contains a difficult history with Picard. We had a severance. She's conjointly terribly difficult generally. She's mordacious, she has vices that she leans on. She's conjointly a genius hacker and analyst. She contains a history with Picard. In relevancy Rios, Raffi has history there too, however the couple is delineated as having a very distinctive, robust bond. Dr. Jurati, Vi by Allison Pill, could be a character that relishes the chance Picard presents. Picard's mission finishes up being precisely what she's spent her entire life dreaming regarding, Pill disclosed, so they need identical goal in mind. Narek associate degreed Elnor square measure delineate as an odd couple by Evan Evagora. They're each terribly totally different, he said. We're each Romulans raised terribly otherwise. He's additional close-mouthed, lying. My character was raised to forever tell the reality, speak his mind. Hanel, UN agency directed the primary 3 episodes, offered some insight on the pressures of functioning on Picard. I became a Star Trek fan due to Succeeding Generation. After I got the task, it had been an implausible honor, however it had been conjointly terrific. I didn't wish to allow you to guys down. I would like to create certain we tend to honor this character we tend to all love, however square measure authentic to UN agency he's at this point. Story details for Picard were conjointly disclosed by manner of a show at the Star Trek Universe booth at NYCC. The placard for the titular character reads, since resigning from Starfleet, Admiral Jean-Luc Picard has lived a somewhat reclusive life on his family estate in La Barre, France. All of that changes once he receives associate degree Sudden Traveler and is over again drawn back to the galactic stage. The booth conjointly provided any data on Jerry Ryan's 7 of 9, UN agency returns for the show. 7 of 9 is that the former Borg drone separated from the collective by Captain Catherine Janeway and also the USS Traveler, reads the outline. Returned from the Delta Quadrant and free of the collective for over 20 years, 7 continues to examine Starfleet during a totally different lightweight as she crosses methods with Admiral Jean-Luc Picard. For additional on the show, certify to see out our roundup of everything we all know regarding Picard. The panel conjointly delivered a brand new trailer for Star Trek Discovery Season 3 that takes the crew of the USS Discovery 930 years into the longer term. Solid and crew of the show offered a full heap of latest data regarding what is future for designer and also the different members of Starfleet.